Mom, this isn't my Switch. Backstory: I had a bit of car trouble a ways back and started to ride the bus to work. It is close, and I realized it was a huge saver for gas and just stuck with it. There was always a little kid and mom on the bus on my way home, and the kid was overly energetic and loved chatting with everyone. And quickly he decided I was the most fun because I would indulge him with my attention and actively listen no matter how tired I was. Friday I brought my Switch because a game I really wanted came out and I had all the nostalgia from playing it. I charged it at work and was stoked to play it on the way home. Thus our story begins. Edit for clarity: cast of people: Mimi, LD Little Dude, EA Entitled Ass, Road Random Dude, CD Confused Dad. Warning long. Too long, didn't read, let little kid play on my Switch. Mom thinks it is his or just want to steal it. Causes huge scene. Gets taken for additional questioning by police. Dad and I come to terms that I'm not a pedo and we leave happily. Great dad, amazing kid, and a crazy mom. Skipping the exhausting day and pleasantries of getting on the bus, I found a seat, and as I went to grab my Switch from my bag I heard a familiar voice. So I stopped, figuring I can wait the 30 or so minutes for the ride and let the little dude have his story time. LD: hey, did you have a good day again? Me: I always have a good day, but it is better when I get to hear how great your day was. LD: well, I went to that video game place and they had a cool poster today for a game I really want to try. I was excited to hear this because I knew exactly what he was talking about. Me: is it the one with the cool animals you take pictures of? LD: they are called Pokemon, not animals. Why are old people so dumb sometimes? He giggled as he jabbed at me, and I looked over with a devious smile and said, I may be old and dumb, but I pulled out my Switch case. Guess what this old dummy got this morning? His eyes lit up, and he asked to play. I tried to ask his mom if it was okay if he sat next to me to play, and she said point blank, I don't care as long as he shuts up. I'm tired of listening to him. I was mad, but since little dude ignored her, so did I. He plopped down next to me, let me make him a profile, and he went to town on the game. He squealed, giggled, hoot, and ordered all the different Pokemon he found. But sadly my stop was coming up, so we had to stop. He asked for one more photo shoot and I agreed, figuring if I have to walk a little further to let little dude have one more on, so be it. Well, I passed my stop and was fine with it, and I was about to ask him to give me the Switch back. Pleasantly to my surprise, when I turned, he already had it off and put away. He handed it to me, and then things went downhill fast. LD: I have to get off soon, so that's all I can play. Me: no probs LD, I'll try to bring it Monday and you can kick butt at it again. LD: really, thanks. He ran back to his mom to help carry some bags, and she whispered something to him. I have no clue what, and then stood up and started storming towards me. EA: excuse me, how dare you take that away from my kid? He doesn't get many video games. I was confused and thought she must think he brought his or something. Me: really sorry, but this Switch is mine. I played all morning on it and let him goof off on it on the ride home. EA: that is definitely his Switch, I recognize the case. What do you think, I'm stupid? Me: it is a generic case, everyone I know has the stupid red and black case for these things. Seriously, this is mine now, back off. LD was bright red and obviously embarrassed since the bus came to a stop and everyone was watching, but whimpered, Mommy, it is his Switch, I left mine at home. He just let me play on it. EA: shush, I'm handling this. Me: you heard LD, it is mine. Now please go away, I already have long walk home now. EA: and let you steal his game. No, hand it over or I will call the police. Road bitch, I already did, and they have someone on the way. EA: how dare you ducking? Call the police on me when these ducking pedophile is robbing my kid. This pissed me off, and I wanted to stay calm for LD. But I did get loud, and I regret it, because I scared LD. Me: let's just wait for the police. I'm pretty sure attempted robbery will still get you arrested. I guess this freaked EA out, because she darted off the bus, alone, without any groceries. LD started crying and calling after her, but she just kept walking. I felt lower than dirt, and tried in my calmest, meekest voice to talk to LD. Me: I'm sorry LD, I shouldn't have yelled at your mom. I acted like a complete idiot. LD through tears, mommy does this all the time to people. I'm really sorry. I thought she wasn't gonna do it again. We sat there for like 10 minutes while he cried a lot and the bus driver waited and was talking with someone about the delay. Everyone else on the bus felt bad, I guess, because no one freaked out about sitting there. Then after 10 minutes a very large, very angry man stormed onto the bus with EA in tow. He saw LD curled up on the seat crying next to me and shot daggers from his eyes right at me. We will call him CD for confused dad. CD, you have 3 seconds to explain what the duck you did to my boy. I tried to speak, but EA cut me off. EA, he threatened him, and I think he touched him. Again, sorry subject for me, and I was gonna scream at her, but LD tugged on my sleeve. LD, no. Mommy tried to steal his Switch. He only let me play. I just want to go home. He was ugly, crying again. CD turned to EA, and I swear time stopped for a minute before anything was said. CD, get the ducking groceries and get your ass back to the house. If you ever do this bullshit again, you will be on the street faster than you can call you bitch of a sister. EA opened and closed her mouth like a fish for a few, then did as she was told. CD asked LD if anything else happened, and Ro told him the cops will be here soon. And a few minutes later, like 2 or 3 minutes, they were. Me and CD explained it was a huge misunderstanding between him and myself, but they did demand to talk to EA about abandoning her child on the bus with a stranger. She went with them for more questions, but I have no clue what is gonna happen there. When the police and everyone left CD, and I talked for a moment, he apologized and explained that he was assaulted as a kid and just the idea of it happening to his kid had him seeing red. I told him I understood and told him he should get LD the game he was playing to help cheer him up. All in all, I was mad as heck at EA, but CD was not all that bad. Just a dad protecting his kid. I hope I see LD Monday, and he is alright. I also hope EA gets the book thrown at her for being a terrible parent. Update first, holy cow this exploded lol. And now for the part everyone wanted an update on. LD and CD were on the bus today. LD was quiet, and I almost missed him. But when I saw him I waved, said, "Hey, did you get your game?" He was kinda hesitant to say anything, but CD said, "No, they were out of copies," and gave me a weird look. LD asked to play on mine again, and of course I said yes. As he was playing, his dad jabbed me and whispered, "I have it downloading at home," and he has absolutely no idea. It made me smile, and his dad made LD move next to him so he could learn about those Pokemons. Then anytime LD said what one was, he gave it a dumb name. LD looked to me for help, and I just nodded saying yup, that is definitely a go for, or I think he is right. LD, that is a bird. I thought LD was gonna lose it, but he was having too much fun playing and even started teasing back with names or saying which ones we look like. I'm a Torterra and CD is a Bufflant, and prettier in faraway pics. 10 out of 10 would do again. His dad did try to bring up LD's mom, but I didn't want to muddy the ride home, so I told him he could tell me later. CD and I exchanged numbers, and he offered to buy me dinner or beers over the weekend to apologize for the whole ordeal. Besides teasing LD, I chatted with CD, and he is an amazing dad that thinks only about the kiddo. I wish him well, and I'm gonna take him up on the offer of dinner or beers this weekend. And I will update if he tells me LD's reaction to his surprise. It also seems that after this whole ordeal, CD and I might become friends, which would be awesome. I hope EA loses rights to that kid and CD gets to keep him. He seems like a good parent. He'll protect that child with his life, but will also listen to reason instead of blowing up at anyone and everyone. EA on the other hand seems like a psychopath. It's nice to know that you are LD's bus buddy. And how long have you known him? About a month I think. But riding the bus I kinda lost track of how long it has been. He is always happy and brightens my day with how much energy he has to spare though. Moms like that can eat shit. And I can see what the dad was thinking about that. Seriously scary situation. At least LD got to play the game and hopefully CD gets him that game. Then you two could play on the bus. Perfect bud ride in my mind. The scariest thought from dad was probably where is our kid? Left with the guy who assaulted him. Are you insane? I would never leave my child on a bus with anyone. That's just insanity and bad parenting. Yeah, I definitely think you handled it better than 99% of us would. Props to you, man. Did she really think her son was going to let her get away with saying that? After he also told her it was someone else's switch. I hope the husband sticks by his words and throws her out if it happens again. Because accusing someone of being a pedo when she knew full well her husband had been abused just so she can steal something is beyond disgusting. Actually, I hope he throws her out anyways. I also hope she got charges. Wow, this is shocking and heartwarming at the same time. I love that CD obviously knew this was pattern behavior for her, as he knew she must talk shit to her sister every time. Glad he saw through the veil of her lies and got to the truth. Also, how quickly she went to calling you a pedophile is despicable. As a guy who used to ride bus for work before getting a car, I'm always wary of talking to kids who interact with me on the buses. You never know what shit the parent is going to accuse you of. Well done OP for handling the situation like a boss. How low of a bitch you have to be to try to steal from someone and then at the slightest sign of hostility to just abandon your child to that angry and potentially dangerous stranger. The dad better divorce her, and with that action he'll surely get sole custody. Honestly, I think the worst part of the whole experience was her doing that. If the bus driving decided she got off and kept driving, it could have been so much worse. Thanks from a father of 3 for taking the time to care about LD so much in the first place. I sincerely hope you can perhaps even build up a relationship and get friends also with CD. Seems to be a decent man. Thank you again from a parent for the extra mile that you are going. So it's basically 2 perfectly normal and understandable sides, and then the one bullcrap side. Wanting to be a nice person. Protecting child. Wanting to steal stuff because child means sweet stuff. Gosh, what a miserable person. I'm sure everyone has encountered someone like EA at some point in their life. A chronic liar. EA in particular seems to have graduated to full-on scammer, and it has obviously gotten her in a lot of trouble before. That's terrible for LD. I can't imagine growing up in an environment where you can't trust what one of your parents says, where they drag you into these ridiculous situations in public for no apparent reason. It's like a screw is loose in EA and people like her's heads. A neuron rooted wrong. They just do and say these things without a second thought. I'm sure a lot of it is nurture, but because there seems to be someone in everyone's lives like this, I wonder if some of it is nature. What a world. Oh my, I feel bad for the kid. Thank you for being such a nice and decent human being. When he said mommy does this all the time to people. I'm really sorry. I thought she wasn't gonna do it again. Through tears it broke my heart like every other time there's a similar story again. But I'm glad he has such an amazing dad who instantly changed his protecting anger towards you into understanding what really happened. Because there are people out there who would have ignored LD's explanation and would have sided with the mom. Sadly, I hope his mother finally gets her shit together now that she will get charged with several things, or that the dad leaves her and takes LD with him, or kicks her out but keeps LD. Poor boy. I hope we can get updates soon. I'd really like to know what happens to mom and dad and how LD processes. I'll grab that book. Throws book at EA. Why not M for entitled mom? For being a terrible parent. People that do this are disgusting. Why? Try and take something that's not yours. I love that the kid absolutely told on her. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.